Welcome to Patina Bicycle Rescue. Today we're bringing you kind of a interesting bike and something I wanted to bring up about these type of bikes. Here we have a 1981 or 82. It is a Huffy the Wind is the model, and interesting, it's a 15-speed. Now the reason I say I wanted to kind of talk about this bike a little beyond just what it is and a little of the history, very quickly, I looked up to get information about this bike. What is it? What have I found? Just everything about it. I like to know the history of the bikes. And what I found is a lot of comments, and I found this with other bikes as well. Found other comments that, well, it's a nice bike, but, it was pretty cheap when it was made and this and that. Well, let's take something into consideration. Sure, maybe in 1981, this wasn't some terribly expensive bicycle. It wasn't the top of the line. But here we are in 2017, and this bike is still here. It's still ready to go. It just needs to be cleaned and tuned, and it will be back out on the road making somebody very happy. So, sure, maybe it's not an expensive bike and this or that, but it doesn't matter 30-some years later. It just doesn't matter anymore. Now it's just a classic old bike on the road. Yes, it's heavy, but it's sturdy. It's good. It's going to serve its purpose, and it's going to look unique because there's not a lot of them out there on the bike paths. So that's my rant for the day on that one. History on these bikes. 1981 rolls around. I got this from the New York Times article from that period. Huffy was not doing so well. They were a manufacturer of not only bicycles but many other things. And the corporation was kind of suffering. And they needed to do something. So they pulled together and came up with, I'm trying to get in there and show you the head badge from Dayton, Ohio. They came up with some new lines of bicycle. One of them being the Wind, this model, and as 15 speeds, not 10 speeds, which was, I guess pretty typical at the time. So, hence this bike was made to try to save the Huffy Corporation. Don't know how exactly it impacted them back in the early 1980s, how that all worked out for them, but obviously the Huffy Corporation is still around, as is this bicycle. So, we got a really cool bike here. Yes, it needs some work. This is my before video. Just kind of get you some idea what we're looking at. Like the grips, the foam is all dirty, of course, and tore up. Interesting, I don't think these are the original tires. We can still have the hair on them, but based on the grime on the bike, especially on the chain area, I don't think that these are original tires. But they're in great shape. They're holding air. They have been for several days since I brought the bike in. So that's awesome. Have a aftermarket water cage there. Nice job putting that on. So we're going to be losing that. Don't know what I want to do with the cable housing. It's in good shape. I can clean it up. But I didn't know if I should just change it out and put on some standard black, because I believe that what we're going to do here with the handlebars is probably some black bar tape. But it's in decent shape. Like, so you can just see the grime. You can get that cleaned off. There's some surface rust. The chain, get in there. Oh, look at the hair growing on the chain. The rear cogs, unbelievable. Come down here. Got the Sun Tour. This is going to clean up. This will be a nice bike. Get in here and show you the brakes. Yeah, I like on these old bikes. It's a little over the top, but look at the size of these reflectors. I mean, boy, not only did the car see you, the car ran into it before they got to you, the rider. So pretty interesting. I mean, personally, if it was my bike, I would not want them on there. At that size, I'd be taking them off. But we're going to get this bike all cleaned up. It's got a little patina to it, and that's okay. We have to get rid of some of the duct tape here, or electrical tape holding everything together. got a little masking tape action happening here. Actually, I did this just trying to figure out the gears and start to tune it up. And this was kept binding up in the front chain ring, so I had to tape it down. There was nothing there. So this is our bicycle. I'd appreciate to hear your comments. Positive ones, please. Keep the negative ones at home. I don't really need those. I would like to say welcome to a couple of new subscribers that came onto the YouTube channel recently. I really appreciate that. Thank you. It's good to know that not only has somebody seen the video, but that somebody took the time to subscribe and so that they could see more coming from Patina Bicycle Rescue. Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. You can visit me, of course, obviously on YouTube. Facebook, we have a page, Patina Bicycle Rescue. Look us up. And then also you can get to me directly through email at patina-bicycle-rescue@aol.com. And send me an email. Love to see your projects. Love to know what you're up to and what you're doing. Again, positive comments are very much appreciated. Thank you so much for visiting Patina Bicycle Rescue, where history rides again.